Welcome to Gray e-learning. Today I'm going to explain how to configure a RIP dynamic routing protocol on a given network model with a 3 router. So in the case of dynamic routing protocol, there are various protocols that are available like RIP, EIGRP, OSPF. Today in this session, I'm going to teach how to configure RIP dynamic routing protocol. So assuming that we have a model with the 3 routers, first of all, we will name them as a router as shown in the figure, router A, router B, router C. Then we have to assign IP address for all the both interfaces. Then we have to assign a dynamic routing. Why we need a dynamic routing protocol? If assuming that once you configure an IP address, you were able to ping between only the nearly connected routers. But if in case you want to ping between the router 0 and the router 2, there is no route. So either you have to configure with the static route or other option is dynamic routing. In my previous tutorial, I already explained how to configure a static route. In this case, in this session, I'm going to explain how to configure the RIP routing protocol. So let us start. Let me open the my simulation software. It is called a Cisco Packet Tracer. I already connected the basic 3 routers and I didn't configure any IP address or router name. So let us start with the first router. So I will just go to the first one and go to the configure terminal. Then first I'm setting in a host name as a router 1234A. Then I just want to set as a just an interface Giga Ethernet 0/0. I want to set an IP address 192.168.100.10. And since it's a Class C network, I'm putting the mask and then we have to enter the no shutdown command. So we configure the first one, the router. And let me exit from the first one. So we finish the first router. Now we'll go to the second router. And in the second router, we'll have a 2 interface. So we have to configure it both ways. So let us just start enable and configure terminal. And after that, we have to use interface Ethernet 0/0, set an IP address. It's a typing error. So IP address 192.168.100.20, 255.255.255.0. Don't forget to put a no shutdown command. Okay. And that's also one interface will be up. Now you can see these green lights indicating, green color indicating the first interface is up. Now the same way we have to configure for the second interface 0/1 IP address 192.168.200.10. That's I already assumed an IP address as per in the diagram. Then the mask. Again, we have to enter the no shut command, and yeah, already. So I finished the configuration. Still, it's red color because we have to configure in the third router. Then only it will be just if both the terminal is up, then only it will be green. So we finished the configuration on the second router, and we forgot to put the host name. So let us just go back, configure terminal, and the host name as R1234. Even you can set an enable password as gray. Just enter the enable password. So you exit and you can see the configuration by using show run command. You can see I already set host name and enable password. After that I set to both interface to interface IP address, and that's all. And even you can use the command show IP interface brief command. It will give the summary. So once you finish the configuration, let us just go to the last terminal. And here in this terminal, you have to press enable and go to the configure terminal. And first of all, we are setting that host name as R1234C. And also we are setting the enable password using the command enable password. I'm setting as a gray. Now let us just configure interface, the Ethernet IP address, and it is IP address 192.168.200.20. Then the mask 255.255.255. This is a Class C network, and Finally, we are entering no shutdown command. Once you enter the configuration, now you can see it's completed all this configuration. Now you can see try to ping between the, and you can use the command show run command to see the configuration. Show run command to see the configuration. We set the host name, we set enable password, and we set a interface. Now once you just completed the configuration, now you try to ping from router C, that means a router 2 to router 1, ping 192.168.200.10. You are able to, if it's in the right, you are able to ping. And the same way you try to ping into the other interface 100.10. That means you try to ping from here to the router 0. It will be failure because there is no direct connection. So there you need how we can ping from same way, the vice versa. When you try to ping from router 0 to router 2, the success rate will be 0. But if you try to ping from router 1 to router 0 and router 2, it will be able to ping because they're directly connected. Now, if you want to make it able to ping each other, we have to configure the dynamic routing RIP on all the interfaces. So let me start with the router 0. So I'll just go to the configure terminal, and here first of all I'll set in host name as a host name I already set. Now the next one is enable password. Enable password as I'll put as a gray. Now if I want to configure the dynamic routing protocol RIP, the configuration you will do in the config terminal. The command is router then RIP. That's all. Then after that, next line, how we know the syntax, you can just check the syntax. Router RIP. Then after that, you have to put a network address. You have to put the network address here. Network address is 192.168.100.0. So let us just go to this configuration network. Network address. Okay, 192.168.100.0. That's only you finish the configuration of RIP here, and you can check by using the show run command. You can see the show run command here. At the end, you can see the RIP configuration. So once you completed the configuration in first router, now go to the second router, and the same way we have to enter into the configuration terminal configuration mode. Then use the command router RIP. In this router, there are two interfaces, so we have to put the network address of both interfaces. So it will be network 192.168.100.0. Same way, network 192.168.200.0 and exit. So we finish the configuration in the second router, and you can check the configuration using the show run command. And you see here the router configuration is already done by using this command. Now the last one we have to configure in the third router. So let us just go to the configure terminal. Then we use the command router RIP, then the network, and you have to give the network address. Since it's only connected with one interface, there is only one network address, 192.168.200.0. We are not giving the host IP address, we are giving the network address, so /0. Then that's all. We completed the configurations in both. Now you can see the configuration in third router by using show run command, and there are many more commands. Okay, so you can see the router RIP. Even if you want to see the router configuration, you can also use show IP route command. It will show you all the routing protocol configure. Here you can see from this list, R is indicating RIP routing protocol. Now if you try to ping from the first router into the last, the router 2 to the router 0, 192.168.100.10. That's the interface of this first router 0. We'll see the results. If the configuration perfect is able to ping. Now you see the success rate in the first attempt is 80, and try once again, so it will be 100. Same way, I will try to ping from the router 0 to router 2. We use the command ping 192.168.200.20. So it's able to ping. So that means your dynamic routing protocol configuration is success. And in the next tutorial, in the next lecture, or in the next tutorial, or in the next video, I'm going to explain how to configure a IGRP dynamic routing protocol. Thank you for watching.